Good evening. Just standing here, probably fairly difficult to see. Maybe you can see me a little bit now. And just doing a little standing meditation, before turning in for the night. And standing here beside the honeycomb calcite window. And the meditation is to tune into the surrounds of the self. So for most of us, it's probably the skin, the bounds of the body self. And open to the notion that the self has some claim to the beyond those that bounds. So to me, it's a little bit like a drop of ink touching a piece of parchment. When it touches, there's certainly ink in that spot, in the bounds that you imagined, marking the parchment with that ink. But of course that ink kind of gets drawn away from the bounds of that droplet. And so I'm hoping at this moment you can picture that as the ink sort of blooms beyond the bounds formed when it first touched the parchment. So there's that kind of leaking past the edges, a rejection of the bounds that we're supposed to color within when we put the ink on the paper. So I'm tuning into, in the meditation, standing. It helps to stand with the arms away from the body, with the legs away from each other, so that I have a real sense of expanse. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm standing like a starfish, but if my arms are against my body, it's a little more difficult to feel the physical space, because where my arm and my torso meet, it kind of feels to be the same. So it helps to feel the space around oneself. And what I'm doing is I'm feeling into the malleable bounds of the self. For most of us, that's just the skin. And I'm inviting an experience beyond those bounds. I'm inviting a rejection of those bounds. And for some of us, you can feel the hand before it touches the skin. A few moments ago, I could feel the cat brush up against my ankle before the cat brushed up against my ankle, and I wasn't focused on that. I was recording this meditation, and yet, a moment and a half before the cat physically touched what I think is me, the cat did touch me, not physically. And I could feel the cat. I'm guessing the cat could feel me. And then there was contact. Then there was coloring within the lines. And so we're breathing. Considering the believed bounds of the self. Considering beyond the lines. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Aware of the lines, aware of beyond the bounds purported by those lines. So I invite you to open yourself to more than you believe you are, feeling into the purported bounds. Listening beyond those bounds. Thank you. I just had my ankle rubbed again. So, thank you for late night meditation, and enjoy.